All right, IB, you asked for this question, and here we go. So number 18, it says find the equation of line 2. Write your answer in the form. Okay, so that's standard form. And then so that's different than what they had done a second ago. A second ago, way back here, they just said find the equation of the line, which is. So we had a choice of which version we wanted to come up with. This one, they're telling you, and this is what I see IB do more often, is they'll say, write it in this form. Okay, so find the equation of line 2. So what do we know? We know that line 1 and line 2 are perpendicular. We know this. We can find the gradient of line 1. Okay, so this gradient is going to be equal to change in y. So I see a y value here, so negative 2 minus 1 over 5 minus 2, which is equal to negative 3 over 3, which has a slope, oh, that's lovely, of negative 1. Therefore, if that's the slope of line 1, then line 2 is perpendicular. We want the negative reciprocal, which means this one has a gradient. I use those words interchangeably. Sorry. Too many years of teaching in the U.S. That has a gradient of 1. So now we can say, okay, well, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Let's use this point and that gradient. And we can say y minus 4 is equal to 1 times x minus 2. Therefore, I have y minus 4 equals x minus 2. They want this in the form where everything is on, it's set equal to 0, and let's keep the x positive. So this becomes 0 is equal to x minus y, add that, plus 2. So x minus y plus 2 equals 0 is the answer to number 18. Okay, so find the x-intercept of line 2. The x-intercept is when y equals 0. So when y equals 0, I have x minus 0 plus 2 equals 0. So that means x equals negative 2. Cool. Okay, now this next one is a little bit more interesting. What we have to do here is we need to come up with here's what I see. I see a triangle with a triangle removed. Okay, so what I need to know here to find that area, that shaded region, I want to do the blue minus the red. Okay, so the red should be pretty straightforward. This will be its height, and this will be, we know its base right here is 6, and its height's going to be whatever the y value is at that point. The other one, what I might do instead with the blue one is say that let's use this as its height, because we already know that height is 12, because that's the y value right here. And then let's figure out this base of the triangle, and then we can do 1/2 base times height of that mess. So what we need is we need to know what this point is over here, and we need to know what the red arrow, we need to know what this point is right here. Okay, so if you think that that's enough of a hint to get you going, hit pause, try it yourself, and then come back and finish watching to see if you are correct. I am going to keep going. So what I notice is that this line, I'll do it in red because I'm going to find the equation of that line, or I'm going to find information about that line. It's got the point negative 3, 12, and the point, well, that's the point 6, 0. So the slope of that line is, well, let's see, it's negative, so 0 minus 12 over 6 minus negative 3 is equal to negative 12 over 9, which 3 goes into that, and that's negative 4/3. Okay, so that's good information. So we can say, well, y minus, well, we want to know its y-intercept right here. So I'm going to say y minus the y, and I'm going to use this point to plug this in. I'm going to use that one because it's got a 0, and that makes life easy. So y minus the y value is equal to m, negative 4/3, times x minus the x value, which is 6. And so then this becomes y is equal to negative 4/3 x. A negative turns to negative is a positive. 3 goes in there 2 times, and so plus 8. Let me make sure I did my arithmetic correctly. Yeah, I did. Okay, so its y-intercept is 8. So what we have here is that this value is the point. This is the point 0, 8. And we can check again if we want. Plug in 0, and sure enough, I get 8 for that. Okay, that's good information. So if I want to, I can find the area of the red triangle. I can do that now, or I can keep, anyway, I'm doing it. Here we go. This is 1/2, the base is 6, the height is 8. So this has an area of 4 times, that's 24. Whatever my units are, they're squared. Okay, so now let's look at the blue. And so what I really need to know is I need to know what this point is. So I know it's perpendicular to the other line that we just had. This slope was negative, the red slope was negative 4/3. So the blue slope, by slope I mean gradient, sorry IB, whatever. Okay, I didn't, anyway, that sounded funny. It's going to be a positive 3/4. So we can say, let's do, I like to do this version. 3/4 is equal to y minus, the y value was 12 over x minus, the x value is -3, so plus 3. And now I'm going to cross multiply, and I have 3x plus 9 equals 4y minus 48. Did I multiply correctly? I think I did. Okay, so 3x minus 4y is equal to, subtract 9, and I get, what is that, -57? Well, that's annoying. Hang on, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. It's 57. Oh, that is divisible by 3. That's good. Okay, so what I really care about, though, is not the equation of that line. I care about what this x value is. So notice my y value here. This is the point something 0. Okay, the y value is 0. So what I need to do is I need to plug in 0 for y. So that makes this all go away. And so I have 3x is equal to -57. Divide by 3. 3 goes in there, -1 with 2 left over, 9. Okay, so that becomes, this has a value of -19, which means that this little piece from here to the origin is 19 units, from here to here is 6 units, so that entire thing is 25 units long. Okay, so when we want to find the area of the blue triangle, did I do the whole thing blue? Okay, that's this guy. Ooh, what a mess. This is going to be equal to 1/2. Our base we just said was 25. Our height we just said is 12. I see 1/2 of 12 is 6. 6/4 is $1.50. Yes. So this is equal to 150. So the area of, I don't know what I'm writing. The area of the shaded is equal to the area of the blue minus the area of the red, so 150 minus 24, which is equal to 126 units squared. Yippee! Okay, hopefully that made sense. Let me know if you have any questions.